Welcome to this episode of Mommy SeaStar. Today I'm going to take you on our journey growing triops from eggs to adulthood. This has been a really wild ride and very rewarding also. We had to buy 2 batches of triops eggs and each one cost $12 each. So I was fully invested by the time we got to the second batch. I was like, we have to make this work. So there was a lot of things that I didn't know about, and it was a bigger project than I thought it was going to be. So I'm going to take you on that journey. Let's go. Welcome to this episode of Mommy SeaStar. I'm going to try to grow triops again. I just tried a few weeks ago and it didn't work. So let's find out if I'm able to grow them this time. So last time I made a lot of mistakes. I put all the eggs in at once. I used some craft sand that was blue. I didn't put a light on them, and I used Brita filter water, which then I changed out from some other bottled water, which was not good because the water is really important. It's supposed to have no minerals because triops in the wild hatch in rain puddles, and the rain doesn't have much minerals at all. So I bought some New Zealand spring water from Trader Joe's, so hopefully that works. And I'm not putting any sand, and I am going to keep a light on them day and night until they hatch. So here's the little box of eggs. There should be about 200 in here, and that's what they'll grow up to look like. And this is the stuff from the old kit. The food for when they're small, the food for when they're big, and little limestone pebbles. So we'll put one of those in the water. Okay. And here's the water that I got at Trader Joe's, so we'll see if that's the right kind. It's spring water. All right, you can put that one in. There. Oh yeah, that's a small tube.
Yeah, that's a very small tube. What's that stuff?
Those are the eggs, the triop eggs. Oh. Did it make it? I think some of them got in. So if for some reason the water's not right, I have like a very few left in here. We could try it another time. All right, carry it into the bathroom.
Water. Big drink.
I'm so happy because I had the triops outside in the indirect sunlight today. This is Monday. Now it's the afternoon, and I think the indirect sunlight really triggered them to hatch. Well, I shouldn't say really, because there's one that hatched, and I'll show it to you. You see it? It's moving around right there. That's our first triop. It's Tuesday, and I'm really happy because now there's a whole bunch hatching, and I spent a long time trying to focus, and this is as good as it gets. And they're very, very small. Here's my finger again, so you can see how small they are. They're just little specks. All day yesterday we just had one, and now they're really starting to hatch. You can see 3 right here.
Yeah.
It's Wednesday, and look at all the triops that have hatched. Now, I have not fed them yet because they're so small and they can eat things that are in the water already, but I'm going to have to do some research and see when I'm going to need to feed them next. Look at them all. All right, so it's Thursday and there's at least 10 triops that have hatched. And I have these 2 packets of food, so I'm going to feed them the smaller one. So it's May 22nd, and now I'm going to give them the bigger food. Let me show you. Here it is. I think they're big enough for this. There's at least 6 of them alive and swimming around. So let's feed them this and see how it goes. Okay, so today we're giving them a new tank and a air bubbler because they needed more oxygen in the air, and we're sucking them up so that we can give them fresh water. So I'll show you. I'm sucking one at a time up into that thing. Did you get it?
No, you try.
All right, he's inside there.
Let's put it now.
Okay,
He wants to be free.
there he is. Yeah. Oh,
He got it.
oh there he is.
I love it because you can really see them now, and they're a lot bigger too. They were swimming really sluggishly, so I did some research and figured out that they needed more oxygen in the water. This has a bubble stone in it so that it disperses the bubbles a bit more, and that's good for them because even a little current really pushes them around. That's why I had to give them a bigger tank too. We raised them when I was a kid, but none of them lived except one, and it got to be humongous.
How
It's because we
big?
didn't do anything. We just put them in water and waited. We didn't give them spring water or light or anything. So I'm surprised one of them made it. How many do we have in here?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
There's one shedding its skin on the right-hand side right there.
Yeah, I see it. It's next to the pink rock.
That's cool.
Yeah.
You're getting
So here's a little illustration I made of a triop, and this is when they're full grown. They look kind of like horseshoe crabs. They are freshwater shrimp, actually, and they live on every continent except Antarctica. They occur in vernal pools. Vernal means springtime. So in the springtime it rains and these pools, puddles are created with very fresh water with not a lot of minerals, and the sunlight also comes. So you have to have both very fresh water and light to make the eggs hatch. Now the eggs can stay dormant for up to 30 years if they don't have these two ingredients, the sunlight or bright light and the fresh water. If they don't have those things, they won't hatch, and they can dry out and stay dormant for years and years and years. So the first time we tried to hatch triops, they didn't hatch. I used brittle water and I didn't have the light source on them regularly, so they didn't even work. So then I had to invest again and buy some more eggs. They came in a pack of 250 eggs. So I used spring water from Trader Joe's, and I put a lamp light on them 24/7 until they hatched. So one of the big things about the triops that I noticed was that they were in this water and they were just like swimming around, and they looked really sad, and then some of them were dying off, and it was like, what is going on? And so then I had to buy a water air pump. So I bought the pump and they came to life. They needed the oxygen. It makes a loud noise, so we have to keep the bathroom closed, and the air bubbles are bubbling 24/7 now, and they're growing really well. You see them? I think this whole experiment has really been worth it. It just makes you really appreciate life, whether it's big or small, young or old. It's just a mystery, and that's always wonderful to be aware of. So here's our 3 triops, and I'm really, really grateful we got to take this journey to grow them. So our triops have reached maturity, and I saw eggs on 2 of them. So Triops are reproduced through parthenogenesis, which means they don't have to have a male present to lay fertile eggs. So most of the triops are females, and they can lay eggs on their own. So let's see what we have. Now I have to do some more work with my triops right now. Their water is really murky and gross, so we had to buy more spring water, and we're gonna have to change their tank right now. I also took some sand from next to the sidewalk and I boiled it so that I could put some substrate in there, so when they go to lay eggs, then I can leave the eggs in there and then have the eggs dry up and hatch out, and then we can start the process all over again. So let's go get the triops. So here they are, and here's their tank as it is right now. You can see it's really murky, and these up here are actually the molts. They molted a lot of times and they grew really fast. So here they are, full-grown triops. Now let's see if one will come up so you can see the eggs underneath. Oh, that one. See those things on the back? There. You can see the eggs forming. I saw them on at least 2. Maybe we have a rare male in here. I don't know. But I saw eggs. There, see, that one has them too. Growing on at least 2 of them. So that's pretty exciting, and maybe I'll be able to get some more generations. But before we do that, let's change this tank. Here's one of those molts. Ooh, look at that. That's kind of gross, huh? But yeah, that's one of their skins. They're a type of shrimp, so they're crustacean. So yeah, they grow like other crustaceans, shedding their skins like that.
Now they're all digging and laying eggs. So we have successfully raised 3 triops to maturity, and that's a big success.
So thank you for going on this journey with us. Please leave me a comment. What do you think? Are you going to try to raise triops? Have you raised them before? Let me know in the comments. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.